We're going to take a photo and turn it into an oil painting. No, it's not going to look perfect or completely realistic, but it actually does a decent job for creating an artistic piece from your photo. And it's something that a lot of people actually can purchase or buy. I think even Costco has an option where you can turn your photo into an oil painting. And no one's not sitting there and actually painting your photo for you. It's just a photo with the filter, and we can do it right here at home. So the first thing you got to know about the oil paint filter, it's kind of funny actually, is that Photoshop deleted oil paint from Creative Cloud when they updated it, just having to do with how the program worked. But now in the latest update of Photoshop, it's back. So make sure that the first thing you have to do, make sure that when you go to Photoshop, Preferences, Performances, that the Use Graphics Processor is checked on. If you don't have that checked on, or if that's not an option for you, you might not be able to use the oil filter because it uses a lot of your computer's memory. I'm opening up this oilpainting.nef file, so go ahead and open that up. I didn't make any changes to it so far. And then go up to Filter with that layer selected and make sure you convert for smart filters. I've already done that. Then go down to Stylize and Oil Paint. It's going to bring up this window where you can see what the oil paint will look like. I encourage you not to press preview, which you can, but it will take a lot more memory to actually apply this filter to the background. We can do that later on. I'm just going to zoom out just a little bit so I can see more, and I can actually just click and drag. So you can actually see in this preview window what this looks like. And you see these strokes as if someone had painted on this photo. So you can change the brush. So if you want to change the stylization, you can increase or decrease. Let me just go back to my nose right there. Okay, let's change the stylization. So increasing or decreasing will change the style of the brush. The cleanliness will also change the style of the brush. So higher will mean cleaner strokes, less grooves over to the left, more grooves, a little bit less clean. And then the scale. And one way that I actually typically edit these filters is just going to the extreme, going all the way to the right, then all the way to the left to really see what these details do. I like it being a little bit to the left. And then bristle detail. This is actually how the brush interacts with the paint. So it's actually adding those bristle strokes, those bristle details to this image. And then last we have our shine or our lighting. So increasing the shine will make the details a lot more detailed, and then less will make this a little bit more subtle. And same with the angle. It will change where the shadows are coming from on this painting. So if you do want to preview it, just click that preview button. And if I click OK, it's hard to see exactly what's going on when I'm zoomed out so much. But when I zoom in, you can see what's starting to happen. Looks quite a bit like an oil painting. And so with this photo, I might actually want to crop in just a little bit. So I'm just going to quickly do that. Use my crop button. Crop in just like so. So we're a little bit closer so we can see the details a bit more. Zoom in with my zoom tool. And that's looking pretty darn good. If I want to go back and change the oil paint effects, I can double click that. Maybe I want to change the style just a bit, make it a little bit more rough. Maybe I want to make it less clean so we can see more of those brush strokes. Maybe make the scale a little bit larger so that we can see those brush strokes a little bit more too, because when you zoom out, those brush strokes become very small compared to what this little preview is right there. You can also play with the opacity and the blending mode, as we learned last time, by double clicking that little button down there. We want to drop the opacity so that the oil painting effect isn't the only thing showing. We see a little bit of the actual photo shining through that, or you can play with the blend modes. That's a very cool effect. A lot of people were upset when it was deleted from Photoshop, so we're happy that this filter is back in action. And I just wanted to walk through one of the filters from the beginning to the end just to show you what you can do and just kind of walk through another process. It would take weeks to go through the rest of these filters, so I'm just going to let you go through and play around with these filters yourself. And if you have one that you really like or you're a little bit confused by, feel free to let me know. Ask me a question or post a photo online of one that you've designed yourself. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in another tutorial.